Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths and some more scientific combat testing. We're doing round 2 of the Drakenslang versus the Gimle. Now, the original Drakenslang has been updated, and thank you to everybody who pointed out the things that were wrong with her. In particular, the railguns were set to... basically, there's a setting on railguns which I forgot to toggle, which allows hybrid railguns to fire even when they're not at full charge yet, which would have been very useful, and in fact was the reason the guns weren't firing during the last matchup. Bit of a bummer. So, that's been fixed, but the updated version of the Drakenslang that's on the workshop now, Gmodism is going to be doing videos on that, so I won't steal his thunder. We get to see how that matchup goes over on his channel. In the meantime, I have made the Drakenslang Mark II with different camo just so we can tell them apart. And we're going to quickly go over this thing as quickly as I can so we can hop straight into the custom battle setup. And we're going to start with the obvious. You'll notice that this has more guns on it than the Drakenslang Mark I. This thing on the front here is a direct input fed slug thrower. So these are 500mm guns, lobbing 10-meter shells. So 500mm, 10-meter shells, impossible to fit into a regular autoloader. Does full damage to stacked heavy armor, over 17,000 kinetic damage, and a super cavitation base just for giggles. So this hits damn hard. It fires only once in a blue moon, so cooling. It fires about 2 rounds per minute per gun, 10 shots because it's a direct input fed gun, and then it's basically, you know, for all intents and purposes, it's empty because it takes a long time for those shots to refill. So, it's got 2 of them. It's got one on the front and one on the back. There's the other one. And those are just there for some extra firepower, and also the main guns didn't want to keep the solid slugs in there because they are actually a little underwhelming. I keep going back and forth on that. So these guns just have AP frag, AP HE, and disruptor shells, and they're no longer railguns. So if we shrink all the blocks here, you'll see that there's no more railgun components in there, and that is a twofold decision. Firstly, railguns have the problem, which I mentioned last time, is that when the batteries get taken out, they stop being as effective, so they're weirdly not as redundant as just regular old APS. And number 2, this it saves up it frees up a lot of material. Railguns and batteries are quite expensive, so these guns, which mostly relied on gunpowder anyway, they just, well, I just got rid of the rail stuff because it wasn't that necessary. It seems to do just fine without them. And they actually fire much faster, so I forget the old fire rate, but the middle gun here, which is the APHE gun, fires at 50 rounds per minute, and the ones on either side fire at 46 rounds per minute. I believe the old one fired like 30 RPM and like 40 in the middle, so fires much more quickly. That's very nice. Moving along the deck, you'll notice that it's asymmetric now. And you've probably already seen the internals. We'll get to that in a second. All the diff CWIS is on the right side now, because this is a right-sider. So if we go over here, it's very simple broadside. Minimum distance 0, maximum distance 2000, angle to butane 90. Derp. It's, I'm getting very fond again of the simple broadside, because in combat testing, like having the circulated distance thing, that resulted in, that was awkward because you don't want something armed with cramps to run too far away, and you also want it to constantly change its bearing to, well, duck cram, so to speak. So yeah, so we're keeping nice and simple. This is effectively a right-sider like the Gimle, actually, so we're kind of copying some notes there. And on the other side is just a mortar because I couldn't think of what else to stick in here. It's not an amazing mortar. It is a APHE with a smidge of EMP, just for giggles, and it just keeps firing and just blows things up occasionally, and that's very nice. The crams are basically the same. Except both of them are AP now. I've gotten rid of the hollow point because it's the same realization as ever with hollow point, is that it's fun, it's just not as effective as straight up AP, because it doesn't penetrate and struggles against like thick armor. It doesn't go in and destroy the things that need to be destroyed quickly. There's also more fins, you might notice, for extra roll control, and which brings us quite nicely to the internals again. You've probably already seen this. So there's a lot more redundancy in this thing. You would have already noticed there's an extra AI now. The main APS and the main crams are now controlled by separate AIs now, both of which have maneuver routines for redundancy, which means that you have to blow this thing's brains out completely in order to get any results. So we've got our old steam engine. It's been moved a little bit. The lasers are much, much bigger. So these lasers up top are much stronger now, and can actually deal pretty decent damage even through smoke, simply because their AP is so high. And the lambs, I think, is actually a bit smaller, but it's still decent. It zaps the odd thing and charges quite quickly. So yeah, that's all very neat and good. Now over here, expanded ammo compartments and all that. So here is the APS AI. So this is over here. It's just got heavy armor slopes around it. Hopefully it doesn't get blown up. Lots of redundant engines, injectors, and also just carburetor engines, which are slightly more efficient, have a higher priority. But also, they're just, you know, nice and big and redundant, and they're cheap is the thing. This craft is something like 70,000 materials cheaper than the Mark I, and is evenly matched with her, so that is a good thing, I feel. And over here, all the way over here, similar story, similar arrangement over here, extra redundancy, lots of extra engines, because I found out the hard way in testing that if the Drakenslang loses engine power, she's basically dead, because she relies on moving very fast, as you might expect. And that's basically it for the Drakenslang Mark II. We've shuffled the insides around, we've stuck extra bits on the outside, swapped the camos so we can tell her apart from her elder sister, and now we can hop into the battle with the Gimle, and hopefully this goes better than last time. See you there! Okay, here we are in the custom battle setup. We have the Drakenslang Mark II on the left, and we have the Gimle class battleship on the right, and I'm very nervous. I hope this goes better than last time. And, like, the first time the Drakenslang and the Gimle were pretty evenly matched. I hope it's a little bit more in favor of the Drakenslang this time around, and I really hope that my changes haven't actually ruined anything, so let's go! So, okay, that's a good start. The initial doom crams from the Gimle being flung off into the distance. That's nice. And so, health lead currently for the Drakenslang. And that looked like a very nice thing, but this is the dangerous part. Once the... oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, yes, so that's what I was scared of. It's that second volley of Doomgrams from the Gimle, which is very, very scary. I see a lot of APS parts. I see... what else do I see? Basically that. I see AI components. But thankfully, she's still moving, so that's nice. And now, hopefully, now that she's up to speed, she will be very hard to hit indeed. That is the idea. Whether it works, well, we'll have to see. So currently, just from that, the Gimle is in the lead, and those Doomcrams actually look pretty accurate. Hold on, just gonna go follow them. Need to go follow them. That looks like it will hurt a lot, actually. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Yes, actually, that could have been worse. Right, so Gimle is still in the lead. I hate that. And once again, the diff flak is not being incredibly helpful. If the Drakenslang loses speed, that's bad. Yeah, she's not going as fast as I would like. Hopefully now she can actually start dodging crams. Oh my word, are you kidding me? Okay, good. And that missed. Alright, finally, we're getting back. We are winning, I guess. So, one immediate problem I feel might be happening is that the Drakenslang Mark II has more blocks than the Drakenslang Mark I, which means that she's got a lot more areas which could be aimed at by the Gimle, so that is an issue. Hold on, let's try and follow things in. And I'm just happy all weapons are still pretty much functional. I didn't even follow the Sabo slugs as they... Can we please lock onto a cram shell so we can piggyback over to the Gimle? Okay, those doom crams scared me a lot. Looks like they're mostly they're not gonna miss. I do not like how even this is. It looks like the Drakenslang's redundancy is paying off, because there's really no shrugging off those doom crams. They're gonna hurt. They're gonna hurt a lot. And it looks like actually those lasers are doing quite nice things to the superstructure, and by nice I mean... Oh wow, there's the Mohr coming in. Oh, that missed. That missed, that's bad. Are these going to miss? They look like... There's also the problem that, like, in battles like this, in From the Depths, there is a fair amount of luck, which I'm not thrilled about. Let's just see how bad the damage is. The good news about those Doom Crams is that they don't open up the side armor that much. That being said, it's still bad. Alright, so Drakenslang is in the lead. Oh hey, the mortars are getting through. If the mortars end up carrying this, that'll be very funny. Okay. So hopefully she actually does a good job flanking. She is coming around. Coming around, coming around, coming around. And... whoop, that was good. That was also good. Okay, this is much better than before. Shouldn't count my chickens though. Oh boy, don't turn into the crams, please. That would be very bad. That would be very bad. Ooh, my god. Okay, that's bad. Alright, I really don't like how even this is. I really don't care for how even this is. But we are doing a flank, and that's nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I got rid of the custom jets because the Drakenslang doesn't really need them. That might have been a mistake. Alright, so she's actually dodging crams. She's down one laser, but against the Gimle that's not a huge issue because the Gimle is quite laser-proof. You better work on the rear there. Okay, pretty much all guns are still mostly firing. That cram's going to miss, so are those by the looks of it. Just need to do good things, please. Taking out the engines would be absolutely great. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, the AP cram's definitely the way to go against something like the Gimle, because all the points just kind of put a hole in the armor, and then not much. Okay, this turning is what the circle at a distance thing doesn't seem to do very... What the? That laser's back online? I'm confused. Alright, Tokyo drift like a champion, my girl. Good, 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 good. This feels more quick and violent than the first time. Whoopsie daisy. Couldn't see that has that connected. I don't care for that one bit. And thank goodness that the Drakenslang just has more engines than she actually needs. That missed by inches, but it missed. Oh boy. Alright, so the flanking is happening. And there's one of the problems with putting crams on a fast craft like this is that it plays merry hell with stability. Okay, so those shots are very nice. Let's have a quick peek at the Gimle, and like, yeah, there's a lot of space happening in here, and there's holes being poked every which way. Actually, are there mortars coming in? Well, those are the Gimle's mortars. Here's the Drakenslang's mortars, though. Let's see... Oh boy. I'm trying to keep track of too much stuff. Alright, that didn't work, but that did. And that whiffed. Is this going to whiff, though? That is the question. Oh lordy, that always scares me. Okay, good. That whiffed. Good, 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 good. That looks like it's gonna hit, though. I don't care for that one bit. Ouch. Yep, that got in there. That could have been a lot worse, though. Huh, I guess we've damaged some crams. We've cramaged. The Gimle has suffered cramage in more ways than one. Okay, good, 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 good. This is better than before. Oh, there's a turret that got knocked off. 3 cheers for redundancy. Jeez. It's just when in doubt, build a thing that has like systems that can just do well, I guess. Okay, good. Goodbye mortars. And I don't know what that is. That looked important though. So did that. And yes. Good night, that cram cannon. Alright, so the Gimle has about just over 5 minutes to make up a 10% health lead. This is actually going better than last time. When the Gimle fought the Drakenslang Mark 1, it is going much better. Yeah, let's not get cocky, team. Let's not count our chickens before they are KFC. Okay, yeah, that's whoa, that's a lot of. That's 2 turrets that just fell off. Although, yeah, it looks like the Drakenslang also took a big hit. Whoop, let's see this. How you doing? I was planning to actually make. Oh, jeez. Oh no. Oh. Goodness me. Ouch! Ugh. Don't care for that one bit. Alright, whoops. Alright, let's hop over back to the Gimle. We are bouncing back and forth playing cram tennis right now. I hope everyone isn't getting sick of that, literally. Okay, good, 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 good. We are nice and snug behind the Gimle. This is where we... What the hell? Well, that thing's a mortar now. Okay, Gimle has about 4.5 minutes to make up. Actually, how do I math again? 10, about a 14% health lead. The Drakenslang is actually getting nice and close now, so the crams don't miss. The Gimle is actually leaning a little bit. She's leaning a little bit to starboard. She's also slowing down by the looks of it. Let's see. Her top speed is about 40 meters per second. Yeah, she's slowed down a lot. Oh boy. Well, the Drakenslang just took another doom cram to the face. It is actually kind of impressive how many of those cram shots the Drakenslang has taken. She's not really built to like tank doom crams so much as dodge them, but like, you know, like, I guess that works well enough. Although her crams have been damaged enough now that the missile interceptors on the Gimle can apparently do good work. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all, and it's still entirely possible for... Oh my goodness, the mortar's now landing shots. That is funny to me. Alright, yeah, just hug and stay behind, please. Alright. And this is where mortars kind of come into their own a little bit, because once things slow down a little bit and the mortars have their eye in, that's when fun stuff happens. And it looks like the Gimle is basically unable to effectively damage, I say that particle cannon, and there's an APS on the superstructure, which is doing just fine. That cram looks like it's going to hit as well. It did not. Cool. Alrighty, you have about... not much... Oh yeah, well, that mortar... I think that mortar's undamaged as well. Let's go have a squiz. Let's go have a little bit of a squiz. Yeah, looks like the mortar is... Whoa! Look at that! Deacon's Christmas, that must have been a sniper shot that did that, because it just skimmed the deck over the mortar. And looks like... let's have an internal damage check of the Drakenslang. Alright, nothing over here. We got some of this. Damaged cram. Whoops, where are we? Alright, so we're over here. So yeah, there's a little alloy thing. This little alloy extra bit here, I think actually was a very good investment. It just makes the difference between things being annihilated completely and they kind of scraping through. And yeah, here is where, yeah, there's chunks being taken out here and there, but not quite enough to be crippling. I say that, what the hell? Oh wow, that was actually kind of close. The APS almost was completely disabled. The AI was almost taken out. So don't be fooled by the current health lead. The Gimle has not lost this fight yet and hasn't actually lost the match yet either. So rah 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 the Drakenslang, but also oh wow, that was a good shot though. That's a lot of cram bits. How are both those lasers still alive? That is weird. Looks like that particle can is actually missing a lot. Whee! I would like to point out as well that even more so than the Drakenslang Mark 1, the Drakenslang Mark 2 is kind of designed with fighting the Gimle, and whether she does well against literally anything else is anyone's guess. Oh... those are crams. Those are definitely crams. Yes. Yes, they are. So are those, though. Alright, so now the Drakenslang has a 20% health lead. More than, actually. And, oh no. Oh, wow, what the... what the hell happened? Oh my word, did the entire superstructure just fell off! What was that? I think that was a mortar shot that did that. Deacon's hell! Whoa, that was unexpected. Woo, okay, 30% health. Is the Drakenslang actually gonna despawn the Gimle? That'd be very impressive. Oh wow, look at those chunks. This is the problem with having large sheets of materials, is that, I don't know, bits can fall off them, I guess? I don't know. I also wonder if that's going to screw with the Gimle's detection. How fast are you moving? Maybe the Drakenslang has slowed down. It looks like she has. So yeah, like, nope, this fight's not over, because these crams are still very, very doomy. Let's piggyback over here. Yeah, it looks like she has slowed down a lot. Yeah, she slowed down a lot. She has slowed down a lot. Let's see, she's at 40 meters per second. I don't care for that one bit. The good news is that she just needs to wait out the clock now, and she needs to just wiggle around enough that the Gimle doesn't hit her all the time. She just needs to last 1 minute and 20 seconds. If she can do that, she'll win. Question is whether those big-ass doom crams can make up the health difference. That looks like a problem, as does that. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Although they didn't do as much as I thought they would. And now we're suddenly going to... also, wow, I think the Gimle is sped up considerably. Okay, well, and that's one less Doomcram. This one, however, is still alive. So, let's see here. Yep, ouch. Okay, so it's not quite a... Wow. Let's see how... The Gimle is, she's still fighting. She is at roughly 59% health, but she's still going at it. And now it's a slugfest. Now this is what the Gimle lives for. It's just holding the ground, no maneuver. Oh, damn it. No, 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 no. Please, I beg you, no. I beg you, no. Just let me have this. Survive for 30 seconds, Drakenslang. You need this. Wow, I think the Drakenslang just lost a turret. No, she did. Yes, yes, she did. Okay. Oh, boy. I hate that. I really hate that. Okay. 15 more seconds. 50 more seconds. I just remembered that the Drakenslang Mark II, because she's even cheaper than the Mark I, she's at even more of a material disadvantage against the Gimle now, so she's actually punching above her weight. Literally 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and we're done. Okay, so round 1 goes to the Drakenslang Mark II. That's a pretty substantial win. 84% health to 57.6. Gimle did very well though, and if I let this fight go on, the Gimle might very well have gotten lucky. So it's a win, but it's only barely a win. So let's set that up again. Whew, okay, my goodness, let's just check. Whoops. Did I... Yes, I did. Okay, good. So, Drakenslang, Gimle, Gimle. Okay, I'm scared. I'm very scared. We'll have to see if this is consistent, because, that second cram volley, could very well, like, outright cripple the Drakenslang if it hits her in the right spot. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. That scares me a lot. Where even are they? That looks like the Gimle over there. Yes. No, the Gimle's right here. Okay. Let's set this up. And I am so scared. And away you go, laddies and lassies. Oh no, those look good. Those... Oh, go to hell, please. Bloody Ricochet Doomcram, I hate it. Although, okay, that was a... I mean, the Drakenslang... I nearly called her the Draconia. No, that's Gmodism's other giant-ass battleship. Let's see, what did that do? I can't actually see the entrance wound here. Presumably... Oh! Hello! I'm not sure what that did. It took out something. Hello? What did that do? Oh, okay, it just exploded in the armor. Well, alright then. And this is the bit I don't care for. Oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, well, that could have been a lot worse. It took out 3 of those. Alright, so that diff flak is actually pretty handy. Let's see what it did, though. That looks like... Okay, I see APS barrels. I see laser components. On the whole, that could have been so much worse. Alright. Right, and now... Oh. And the Sabo slugs, which I keep forgetting about. Alright, me girl, now you really need to start being very, very dodgy. If you don't do that, that's bad. Diff flak? Yes. Oh, crap. Okay, so that could have been a lot worse again. Drakenslang Mark II is actually getting kind of lucky. But the health is pretty even right now, and I don't like that. I don't mind telling you, I'm not a fan of that in the least. I'm also not a fan of... Those look pretty accurate. Please start turning. This is very scary. This is very scary. Oh, jeez. Alright. When it clips the superstructure like that, that makes me very, very sad. Okay, so, alright. Nope, so Drakenslang Mark II is currently in the lead. Let's see what's happening over here. And Yep, okay, so here we've got a decapitated turret. Let's see if the Gimle can return the favor. It looks like no. Looks like the Drakenslang is turning. Oh, thank goodness. Sometimes I'm very happy that the From the Depths AI is stupid and isn't good at aiming around corners. And that looked like the ammo compartment on the Gimle just went foom, or at least one of them. I think she has several. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, jeez. Alright. That looked painful, whatever that was. And now let's follow these doom crams all the way over here. Are they going to land on target? They're going to miss. I did see that one didn't. Ouch. I think all the active defenses on the Drakenslang are actually doing a kind of a good job of at very least weakening those crams. Hard to say though. It is hard to say. But she's now doing a nice flank. That is what we like to see. I like to follow these doom crams because if my girl dies, by gum, I want to witness it. Oh wow, those whiffed. Those whiffed completely. What was that lag? What happened over there? Something happened. Oh, that's a lot of block confetti. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on over here? That looks important. That was a diff flag by the looks of it. Just went foom. And looks like, yep, the shields are raiding in. And let us hang out with the Gimle for a little bit. Oh my goodness, that mortar's landing shots already. That's impressive. Looks like the Gimle's crimes are going to miss by the looks of it. Yep, they did. And let's see if the Drakenslang is going to miss hers. Nope. That one clipped the rear. What are you doing, my girl? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, good. She's turning again. Great. Alright, let's see if that's a good turn, though, because it will be bad if it isn't. If she steers into these, I'm going to be so upset. I'm very upset. That is upset. Oh, that's upsetting. Alright, thankfully the middle bit is lasers, which isn't exactly, well, no, I just saw a bunch of APS components, so... Whoa! That was a lag jolt. There's massive lag jolts coming there. These crams on the Drakenslang are actually, they're actually no joke. They hit really hard. What the hell was that? I can't even tell what's happened. Oh, jeez. Okay, Gimle is returning the favor quite nicely. Please miss. Please be a good girl and miss. Oh, jeez. Ooh, boy. Okay, that missed. That's nice. Every time. Okay, please get behind the Gimle. Like, you really don't want to be on the right side of her. The right side of the Gimle is the wrong side to be on, just so's you knows. Haha, you missed. But I didn't. Is the Gimle going to miss, though? Yep, that looks like a whiff. Wow, remind me never to use railguns again. I'm just kidding. I really should use railguns more often, because when you set them up correctly, they are amazing. But when you're like me and you don't set them up correctly, they are not very good. Let's follow this cram. Okay, apparently we're going to follow that miss. Okay, yep, that's a dodge. And, where's this going? Yay! Oh, that looked delicious and crunchy. Okay. Okay, where? Oh, hello! Hello! There's empty space here, where there shouldn't be. It is like, you know, you gotta hand it to Gmodism for building something like this, because the whole idea of these vast amounts of empty space is that, well, you can't really blow up empty space, so any kind of explosive Pendep shell, if it explodes in this, you know, empty gap, it basically does literally nothing. And that is why the Drakenslang has a lot of fragments in her crams. Because that's the thing that can reach across and make a lovely mess. Oh, hello, the APS are focusing down on this cram shell. And is just patiently, like, putting heat streams through it. Oh, that looked painful. Alright, so the Drakenslang actually staying close is a good thing, because it means that she can stay consistently in the closest thing to a blind spot that the Gimle has. If she stayed too far away, the Gimle would probably actually be able to bring all her weapons to bear, which would be very bad for the Drakenslang. It would be very good for the Gimle. Oh! Alright, so let's see. That looks like it's going to... Yeah, that's gonna miss. And... Oh, though. Alright, it looks like all the munition warners on the right side of the Drakenslang have been taken out. So, let's follow this mortar. Let's also keep an eye on the Gimle's health. What are those cram shells gonna do? Ouch, and... Nope, not ouch. Right, so that constant turning is just a very good move. Here's the thing. Perspective is a thing in From the Depths. You can tell just by looking at the Gimle that she's a big girl, but looking at the Drakenslang, because her turrets are so wide and flat, she looks a lot smaller than she actually is. It's like you see a puppy, you think it's just puppy size, and then, like, you know, it turns out to be the size of a building. That looks like it's gonna hit. I don't care for that one, but no, it didn't. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm fine with that. I burped. We've got our emotional support mortar, really. That's what she does. Holy crap. Redundancy is very nice. However, I do want to see how fast the Drakenslang mounted. She appears to be going full speed. Yeah, judging by the way that cram missed, full speed... Oh no, she's not going full speed. She's moving at about 62 meters per second. Not what we'd like to see. Not what we'd like to see at all. Presumably she's had a bunch of engines taken out. Right, well, if the Gimle manages to make her slow down even more, then we've got a problem on our hands, don't we? Okay, I nearly called it the Gmod. I did that so much last time. I kept calling the Gimle the Gmodism because Gmodism's in the name. Very silly of me. So, Gmodism's the person who made it. So, yeah, so the Gimle has about 5 minutes to make up a... How do you do math again? Oh, okay. Yeah, it has a 10... about a 15% health deficit. She might manage, you never know. You never know. It's like, don't think the fight's over until it's actually over. I do wonder if we're gonna get a despawn. I feel like we won't, simply because I think the Drakenslang took more damage to her weapons this time around. Also, what does that cram do? What does that cram do? Who knows? Maybe... I think the Gimle is very hard to AI dead, though, so... That's a lot of stuff there. We're also getting less lag than before. I have no idea why. The first time we fought this was quite laggy. This is less laggy. I'm not sure why. Presumably, something's improved. I'd like to say it's because I've got a new CPU cooler, but that's probably not it. I highly doubt that was the issue. And here is a cram shell. It missed. I have to say I'm impressed with both these craft, that they're kind of difficult to blind. Especially because the Drakenslang actually chucks a lot of EMP. Her main APS shells have disruptors, which do tend to make a bit of an EMP mess. Looking at the superstructure, I can kind of see now why it fell off. These blocks in the middle here, when stuff like that happens... What just happened? Okay then, that looked What? Whoa! Its entire engine's falling off. And that damn shield. That ding-dang... The shields on the Gimle are pretty damn strong, I have to say. Like, enough to make me actually use disruptors on the Drakenslang, and I don't usually use disruptors. Usually I feel it's just fine to spam more shells, and that gets through shields eventually, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. When you've got shields that are this strong, you need a little bit of extra help. And the Drakenslang is pretty much exactly 20% health in the lead. She stays behind the Gimle. That'll be very, very nice. Okay, doing good, my girl. Don't get cocky. If you switch broadsides for absolutely no reason, I will cry. I will have the biggest cry you have ever seen. Hooray for guns which are not railguns. Oh dear. Okay, that one just whiffed. Wait a minute, I think the laser's actually doing... That's a lot of block confetti from the laser. Wow, that's a... Whoa, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is that thing... I think also, like, I think the cram shells from the Gimle are now a lot weaker because, like, the crams on the rear are damaged, so they're not quite as bad as they would be. So what did that do? That... Okay, they're still pretty bad, as it turns out. See? Fight's not over. What just happened? Every time I look away from the Gimle, there's a lag spike. I go over there, and I see it's just... Oh, hello. It's probably something to do with this. Oh, it's probably something to do with, like, a giant cram shell making a huge mess. Oh, that's a lot of, cram bits. But just the APS on the Drakenslang really friggin' hate this forward cram turret. They want it dead. They're out for blood. Or paint. They're out for oil. They're out for delicious oil. Delicious Nordic oil. Anyway, Gmodism is Swedish. It's Norway that has the oil, I think. Yeah, I think that's right. Correct me if I'm wrong. What does Sweden have? Sweden has, I don't actually know. Quick, everyone tell me Swedish stuff. Tell me Swedish facts. So I don't look like an idiot. Okay. Wow. Yeah, looks like... Alright, so the Gimle is sinking a little bit. But she's also getting a lot of heavy blocks blown. Damn, look at that. She's been opened up like a fish. Alright, so the Drakenslang... Once again, staying behind the Gimle. Staying behind the Gimle. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Oh, that looked extremely painful. Yes, it was, as a matter of fact. Good night, that turret. Okay, 2 more minutes. Can the Gimle make up the health difference? I don't think so. But can the Drakenslang actually get, like, a proper win? And not just running the timer out? Can she... get a despawn, is the question. Can she take off like 10% of health on the Gimle? I mean, all she really has to do is like knock a few of those turrets off and she should manage it. I hope she does. I really do. Also, apologies, Gmodism, for me lingering on the death of this magnificent craft, but my goodness, like... This has been a goal of mine for some time. A most worthy goal. A most worthy opponent. Man, YouTuber arms races are fun. Okay, is that gonna do anything? No, it isn't. Alright. Please stop diddling around. Diddling around? Dawdling. Drakenslang, you need to... Actually, wow, yeah, I think me upgrading the laser on the Drakenslang might have been a really good move, because that's... You can kind of tell a lot of this damage is like just the laser shearing blocks off. Alright, just take down a few more... Take out a few more engines, this thing will sink. You have 1 minute, my girl. And stop aiming for the superstructure, please. About 5% health to go. And then she sunk the Gimle. Not just one, sunk it. Looks like the railguns are offline, pretty much. The Gimle is basically crippled at this point. We'll have to see. Oh, that was a mess. I hate that. Damn it. Drakenslang, you've made too many holes in the Gimle. Now you have trouble hitting her. Never mind. Alright, you have about 40 seconds to take 5% health off the Gimle, my girl. The fact that the Gimle is still floating and still trying to fight back at like 59% health is quite impressive. It's a mark of a well-designed craft, and like it's fighting until the very end, so it doesn't despawn from sinking or anything like that. Oh, 4% health. Oh, there's something like, oh yeah, like something like 2% health, and you've actually despawned her, my girl. See if you can do it. 15 seconds. Almost. Almost. Oh, the mortar. I keep forgetting about the mortar. Always forget about the mortar. Okay, you have 5 seconds. You're not quite gonna manage. Oh, you might. Last few seconds. Oh, almost. Just before this last cramshell sealed the deal. But yeah, that is a pretty definite win, and that's 2 in a row. Damn. Alright, so it's safe to say that at the very least when fighting the Gimle, the Drakenslang Mark II is definitely a better craft for the job. Fixing the mistakes with the Drakenslang Mark I, and just being fast enough to get behind the Gimle and stay there. Also redundancy. I think Doomcrams hit pretty much everywhere along the whole Drakenslang, but she managed to shrug it off, she managed to take it. So yeah, that's very definitely a win. Well done me, I guess. But do not despair, Gmodism. I am absolutely certain your next battleship will be even better than this one, because the Gimle, don't forget, this is a pretty fine ship. A lot of thought, a lot of love, a lot of work went into her, and it shows. It shows very well. So that'll do for this scientific combat testing. I need a break from building giant stuff, that's for absolutely certain. And I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you learned something, I guess? I'm not sure what you would have learned from this, apart from that, you know, I will force my canoe addiction to work for me no matter what. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Thank you to all my current supporters, and thank you, Gmodism, for building the Gimle and sharing it, and just letting us all enjoy her escapades. It's great fun. And farewell!